Hey guys, how you guys been doing? Welcome back to our new Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today we're gonna be having ourselves a match against the following person. Now, I must mention something. This match, I believe, I was challenged, but then I had to do a couple of things in between. But then I challenged her back, and I'm gonna dress her as a she, because by the end of the day, it is female in game, and it's kind of hard, because when you look at the majority, it is pretty much overloaded with male players, and we all know that lots of male players like to play females. So yeah, but clearly he wants to be called a she because in game it's still a she, and I cannot see the person behind playing this game. So yeah, we're gonna address it as a she. Anyways, Ferrothorn lead, Gengar lead. I was expecting a Ferrothorn lead, that's why I lead with a Gengar. Then I'm gonna go for the Hypnosis, but the Gyro Ball is gonna hit as my Hypnosis is gonna miss, which is pretty bad. Now here's some logic, ladies and gentlemen. Hypnosis hits a Pokemon that's got its eyes shut down completely, yet it misses against a Ferrothorn that has eyes opened wide like it's literally no tomorrow. Not to mention Ferrothorn doesn't move anywhere, so how does that work? Seriously, it didn't turn. It clearly seen my Hypnosis work, so how does that trick work? It's Pokemon logic in a nutshell. Anyways, I'm gonna switch out to Mega Mobile to try set up against the Snorlax. She did decide to stay in for one turn, and afterwards switch out to the Ferrothorn to try to wall me, but we say none of that because Mega Mobile is just too strong. This is the epitome. You talk about strong, this is it. You have Mobile, Mega Mobile signed everywhere when it comes down to Shikara, because this is power. This is brute force. This is no messing around. Like, this is no kids game. Look at this. The raw strength in here. No, I'm sorry. I mean, did you guys see this scene? Like, for God's sake, how can this be like being played by 8-year-olds? That's too much. But pretty much self-explanatory. That's why I wasn't really putting narration into that. But two shots still. I'm Impish Nature as well, which is absolutely ridiculous. It even makes it that much worse when you think about it. I'm not even absolute max attack, Impish Nature is plus defense minus special attack. Anyways, Sucker Punch, I was kind of thinking Mega Blasto is gonna come in, but she was predicting the Sucker Punch, that's why she did Roar, and she did Roar me into the best solution because Gengar in the end was still that far now. Fortunately, I didn't manage to Rapid Spin first, but I did manage to Rapid Spin now with my Ditto, because Ditto is what he does, it scouts moveset, it revenges, but in this case Ditto is not Choice Scarf. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more cautious with it. But for now I'm thinking, okay, she's not gonna turn, so she's probably gonna turn with something else. Then again, am I seeing lefties here? I don't even. No, I believe I haven't seen any lefties as of right now. Play Rough still did a lot. And by the way, why does a Fairy type move has a name like Play Rough? Like, how evil is that? Like, is that like a fairy like beating kids down or something? Like, what the hell? Play rough. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, of course I'm gonna need to switch out to Mega Ball to be pretty much a Death Fire. That's pretty much my best solution to this answer right here in form of Mega Aerodactyl. This girl knows what she's doing because she clearly knows what my biggest threat right now is towards my team. And I'm trying to use the Ditto without Choice Scarf. The reason I'm using this is because I'm trying to take advantage of people's knowledge, other people's knowledge, because most of them will know this is Choice Scarf, so switch out to your Nidoking resisting the Rock Slide. But no, she stays in, luckily misses, and I managed to take her out after that by copying her own move and take her down, because clearly, fakers are the superior in this case. Anyways, if there's of course hacks involved, so yeah, because fakers need to work around hacks. That's the only way out. Anyways, I was not scarred, that's why she did outspeed me, but sadly she did miss. Now it's gonna bite me a little bit later on, as you're gonna see. Anyways, just gonna go for Air Slash, directly switching out to my Northern, expecting the I resist both fire as well as fighting, both of her stab moves, so it can definitely work into my favor. But this Snorlax is still a pain because she did make the right move. Snorlax is probably the bulkiest thing alive right now towards my team, and it may have a good chance of waking up. And speaking of a devil, this guy just wakes up, threw its body onto me, gets the paralyzation on the worst turn because this Raptor Scarf and this Raptor is Essence. I believe I have Lumberry in my Ditto, and I know what you guys thinking, why did you do this? I did swap after this match, but I was trying to just kind of experience, because you guys seen me using Blastoise with Rapid Spin back before. If my opponent would have realized I'm Scarf, it could have been a possibility that Blaziken could have switched in next, but I would have taken it off guard with Scald. And that's what I'm talking about, you know, taking advantage of other people's not. It depends on the situation given. Unfortunately, this was definitely not the situation I was looking forward to. But, you know, it's situations like that that makes the game interesting. And playing out of the blue sometimes makes it that much more. Anyways, Focus Blast just in case something else fails, because Snorlax's enormous special defense. It's been shown to us millions of times it takes moves. So I didn't want to risk anything crazy from it. But then again, Nidoking is gonna come in. I was thinking Scarf, but then again, who am I kidding? It's probably Life Orb. Still, Venusaur is gonna come in. I am especially defensive, but I'm not max special defense, and it's still gonna be enough to break him down without much trouble. And this does kind of reveal it's not Scarf, which is definitely a concerning option, because I would have need to stay in. I should have stayed in this case with my Noivern and just get some damage, and then switch out to my Venusaur and probably try to take him down. But then again, Nidoking at that amount of HP, my Venusaur, I'm even sure if I would have taken him down. Either way, I switch out to my, yeah, I would have taken him down, of course. Look at that Milishkin HP he's got, I would have easily taken him down. But still, switch out to Nidoking. I'm not Scarf, so she does outspeed me yet again at speed type, but she wins it. And this one was pretty big, because then I would be facing her Blaziken, and it's also weak to ground. So that was interesting ending there. Unfortunately, I kind of missed that speed tie over there. By the end of the day, I believe it kind of balanced itself out, considering that Rock Slide did miss against my Ditto, and made it for a much more interesting match, because I would probably get utterly destroyed if that Rock Slide would have not missed there back then. But that was the game. So good game to my opponent. Of course, I'm highly doubting you watching this, but if you are by any chance watching this, you know, I hope you have enjoyed this match as much as I did. I enjoyed this match quite greatly. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this match, give it a like. Thank you very much, guys, for continued support. I've looked at my previous video, and the support was just amazing. Thank you so much. Keep it up, keep it strong, and until next time, take care. Peace.